Welcome back, and I am happy to bring you the University for Professional Studies, Accra. It's all about their alumni homecoming, and joining us in the studio for a conversation, Francis Dadzi. He is UPSA Global Alumni President, and we also have Seth Jojome, Homecoming Planning Committee Chair. He joins the conversation as well. Gentlemen, a very good morning to you.
Thank you very much.
I just noticed, is it planned? Because there's something, exactly, the grays and everything, and the glasses.
Just tells you how far we've come.
How far you've come.
From campus life into industry.
I see.
That's just the way it is for us. And we have people behind us. They are aspiring also to get this far. The grade tells you that you will stay long if you get into UPSA IPS.
The two of you are rocking it beautifully, though. I had a brief stint with the UPSA. I think this must have been 2014, 2015.
Wow, fantastic.
I got a certificate in forensic and investigative psychology.
My goodness.
You belong.
He's the first.
You belong.
You belong.
So you've got to come
We are
out.
home.
Now that you're here, you've got to get back onto it.
And you know,
I think the Faculty of Law, the School of Law at Legon will claim me more because I've done three, I've had 3 episodes of education.
We accept, but professionally, we
Professionally.
give you a foundation.
No, it's not a forensic.
Right.
Forensic is not the in thing now.
Yeah.
Forensic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not what is in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's get into this alumni homecoming. And Francis, I'll start with you. You're a global president. What's it all about?
Well, it's about like reconnecting with our alumni. They are all over the world, in the UK, in the US, counted, wherever, playing very strategic roles. And we think that the current generation, with all that has been going on around, if we don't reconnect with the current generation and try to inspire them and mentor them and let them know that, look, you have people you can look up to who are disciplined, who are ethically doing the right things. You can also make it, because now the trend is that, I mean, you do have to cut corners all the time. But we need to come back and let them know, no, it's not always like that. And so you can also make it if you are ethical and focused. And we want to also reconnect with ourselves. Look, there's somebody I had not met since 1989 when I left. She came to buy souvenirs. We have souvenirs and things. And that was the first I was meeting her.
Wow.
Since 1989. So that is the reconnection. And you see, our children and other people will go. If we don't keep together, when in our old age, that is when we can always keep longer, whilst we reminiscent and help each other. And those are the things that we want to achieve.
And especially in these times when things are so hard and people are cutting corners left, right, and center, you interact with a lot of young people who tell you that even the ideas they have for the future, they are not anything you would want to repeat. And so I think this is nothing but apt.
And frankly speaking, that's something we've designed as part of the celebration week.
I see.
We've decided that tomorrow we have a session with alumni, and then we've courted the Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Practitioners, KEMA chapter, to get involved with the students. We are going to have some engagements on various issues, as he was mentioning, things to bring out diversity, inclusion, things to talk about how to be authentic, to be creative. This concept of AI, one needs to carefully monitor what is going on, because you've got to think carefully to not kill out creativity. I think AI, if you look at applications currently, what I notice is that everybody goes onto the system and picks up a format and brings to you. Yeah. Frankly, when I look at that, I shudder and I say that, no, this person is not being creative enough, because you are not telling about yourself, you are telling us what you think should be said, not what you think you know of yourself. And it's a gap. And this
A gap that ought to be filled.
To be filled.
But coming back to you, Francis, what is the theme for this alumni homecoming? And what, if I may, are some of the objectives you seek to bring home?
Thank you. So quite as said, so it's from campus to industry, the role of professionals.
From campus to industry, the role of professionals.
In the business professionals. And like I said, if you look at even our local scenario, the Internal Audit Agency, the Controller and Accountant Generals, GRA, all those places have key elements of professionals from the IPS, UPSA brand, playing key roles. And if the Director General of Internal Audit Agency says they have saved Ghana 94 million Ghana cedis out of their internal controls and internal audit function, then you should know that majority of these people are products from UPSA. And so we are playing very crucial roles, but because we are professionals, we are always quiet. But now we said, look, we also want to acknowledge the trailblazers. There are some professionals who have blazed the trail and get into certain positions in the public service, in the civil service, in business. We want to acknowledge them. Then as a key, one of the takeaway is that we don't just want to come around and have a celebrations and things like that. We want to also undertake a legacy project. And this legacy project is that when you went there, you realize the student population is now about 20,000. Security is of concern. They do not have any police station security on their own. So we need to, out of these celebrations, we want to support the construction of a modern, fully furnished police station with all the other auxiliaries to cater for the university community and the surrounding community businesses and residential properties around. We want to create a conducive atmosphere for them because honestly, there are a lot of attacks and things going around in that area.
We do hear of these from time to time, and I think that's a brilliant idea on the security front.
Yes.
But then, speaking of the activities planned, coming to you, Seth, what do you have planned for this celebration or this homecoming?
Very well. We've already had 2 events on Friday. Exciting. We did a real start of the program with a homecoming, and we had a bonfire night. There was brass band music, there was choral music, and definitely the Jama session. And what I loved most was the alumni of the 2000, from the 2000 generation. I mean, in terms of the new millennials and the way they took over the stage, it was great. But by and large, it made us have an interaction with the students, and we held it on campus. Friday was exciting. Then Saturday, we decided to further go ahead with a fun day games project, and we played soccer, and alumni won against the students team.
Oh, and you did?
Yes, we did.
You beat them?
We beat them.
Man pass man.
Experience.
That's right. And then we had indoor games, including cards playing, Owari. We tried to relax the atmosphere, and we kept people in from about, let's say, 9 o'clock. Most of us left after 3, 4, 5. I left with the team. We left about 7 o'clock, 7:30.
Wow.
Yes, we had an exciting time. And then what was interesting was the networking, the interaction, the reminder that, look, you were once students, you were once on campus, and wherever you find yourself, in whatever level, just come back and do something more. So Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we are looking at having an interaction with the students just to make them understand that, look, you are students today, tomorrow you'll be like us, and you've got to also give back to the institute. Now, for those of us who are already in business currently, we are looking at Friday, where we have the climax of the event. We have an annual dinner, fundraising dinner. Annual fundraising dinner. And the idea is that, yes, you benefited from campus activities. You've seen the way IPS has grown in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the kind of facilities that are in there, the course content and things like that. We are of the opinion that we should be able to give back to the campus, to the institute, to the university, such that in 20 years' time, we should be able to also say that we did something for alma mater.
Seth has kept talking about giving back, giving back. How can we contribute? How can people contribute?
Fantastic. That is the greatest question of all. Fantastic. So we have created a short code.
Okay.
It's *771 *10 hash.
*771 *10 hash.
And UPSA 1850, the code.
Okay, UPSA
1850.
I want you to repeat both one last time.
Okay.
And take your time with it.
Please. Okay, so it's *771 *10 hash.
Okay.
And the code is UPSA 1850.
Okay.
1850.
So people can send contributions.
Contributions, 100 Ghana cedis, whatever contributions. If you also want to get a ticket because you want to come and join the others music, live band, and other things, then you need to pay, it's 500 cedis.
Okay.
Okay, so they are all there. So when you get into the code, it gives you an option.
I like
So they'll be given prompts,
Prompts,
options to follow.
option to follow. So if you want to, the 100 CDs, that's fine. If you want to, come to the dinner itself, fantastic.
That's right. And I like to add to that, we are looking at the Institute of Professional Studies of old, which has been converted into the University of Professional Studies Accra. And I think that all of us together must be there, must do something about it. If you're not able to make a presence on Friday during the annual fundraising dinner, make an effort to make the contribution as he gave the code. I think that we should, as old students, for that matter, alumni of the UPSA IPS fraternity, we must be able to say, look, we are doing this because we benefited from the system. And I think that's key to me.
You took from the system, and now it's time to give back to the system.
I agree, absolutely.
Any acknowledgements?
Yes. I want to acknowledge, first of all, the Vice Chancellor of UPSA, Professor Ko Amate. He's doing a wonderful work, and he is giving us opportunity to come back and use the facility. Those facilities are phenomenal, but he is giving us opportunity. And then the management of Multimedia Group. Ken Ansai is also an alumnus, your CEO, and he's been very phenomenal in his support. The PURC, Public Utilities and Regulatory Commission, the Executive Secretary, they've also contributed to this project. And it's wonderful. The Vice Chancellor is Ghana. You can imagine. They've also contributed. And then
that's interesting.
Yes, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because they are in the catchment area. So when we send the proposal, they saw that.
Just almost right.
That's right. So Consolidated Bank Ghana, Trinity Theological College.
The seminary.
Yeah, the seminary. Right. Fantastic. They promised to furnish the whole police station when we're done. Wow. And so we also want to look at the planning committee member, then the Institute of Charter Institute of Human Resource Management, those who are coming to engage our students, and then the planning committee, and then we're appealing to all the businesses, the banks in the catchment area. We've written to all of them that we're hoping that is an ongoing project that they can come and support and let this happen. We want to say that this is our time. Okay. We have been out there in the quiet. Let's come out and give back to our society. And I want to also appeal to parents whose wards are there in the university, that look, we are taking the lead. We think that your wards are there. It is for their protection. Guardians, all of you, grandfathers and parents, let us come together and support this project for the next generation. It's a legacy project. It's a generational project. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining the conversation, gentlemen. We've had Francis Dadzie, UPSA Global Alumni President, and also Seth Jojome, Homecoming Planning Committee.
Thank you.
He has practiced the name, isn't it?
You've given me a good laugh. That's what I got there. And someday we aspire not just to the heights you've attained, but to the grey hair as well.
Lovely. That's a good one.
But interestingly, on Saturday, I'll be 60,
Oh, congratulations in advance then.
And I've done 24 years with Advertising Association of Ghana.
Interesting. Well, kudos to you on your exploits.
Kindly drum it up for us. We want the alumni to get involved in this, especially the dinner. It's been exciting so far, so we don't want anybody left out.
That's right.
Those especially out of Accra, make time. If you need a hotel accommodation, just give us a call in the secretariat. We should be able to fix that up. But we are keen about seeing ourselves. Networking is critical in this matter. Networking, inclusion of everything we want to do. Come interact with the students too, and then build some kind of future for them too.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Seth, for joining the conversation. And this is where we cap it off for this conversation. But stay with us. There's a lot more action coming your way on the AM show. And of course, today is the day of the grand finale of the National Science and Math Quiz. We'll be bringing you that warm-up still here on the AM show. You don't want to miss a beat. We'll be right back.